podcast. I'm joined by the ever-present
Ian Harley.
Hey, it's us, and we've got new Star Wars toys to play with.
A shitload.
A shitload of Star Wars toys.
That's all she's wrong.
How have you been, anyway?
Yeah, good.
You been Star Warsing?
We'll go with the scenario game.
Oh, we played skirmish mode.
The skirmish mode, yeah.
With just infantry this time as well. I think there's an ATR but that doesn't really count.
Yeah, that's like mobile infantry, really. Isn't it? Yeah. No, I think it was a great game. It just you're in on fighting in really right.
Oh yeah,
totally.
So. Yeah, do we have any special characters? Do we have Chewie that time?
No, Gideon Argus.
We had Boba Fett, didn't we? Who was
horrible.
It's in close range. We haven't tried Vader in a skirmish mode yet. How horrible do you think he's going to be by turn 3?
Yeah, well, at least he'll reach people because he only moves slowly. You'd think on that 3x3 board he's going to close.
He's going to be force choking and flipping people everywhere.
Flipping people off?
Yeah, flipping people off. That's what DC Universe game. I'm still watching Clone Wars because that's a big series. It takes a while to get through.
Yes,
but no, other than that, just a general ambience of Star Wars, despite the fact we've got no movies coming.
Nothing.
No. I mean, end of March, we're finally getting Disney Plus in Britain, so we get.
It didn't take long, did it?
The Mandalorian.
Let's hope that they put Mandalorian, they release those and synchronise their second series with the American side.
I think the American series is October for the second series.
Yeah,
so
we'll
have caught up by the time.
There's no reason why they can't release
they should drop them all the same. And like I said on Talk Star Wars, if Britain isn't that important to Star Wars, why don't you fuck off and make your movies somewhere else?
Find some proper actors somewhere else.
Yeah. Yes. Cool, I'm sure Shatner's available. But we've got Star Wars toys to play with.
Yes.
Do you want to bring them up? What have we got?
It's Paul McHugh.
Okay, who have we? So for Legion Clone Wars, we've got the Phase 1 Clone Trooper upgrade and the B1 Battle Droid upgrade.
Nice.
Now, there's 4 models. I think you can either field these as just a basic squad, so you just give them standard blasters,
or
there's brand new heavy weapon assortment in your squad.
Yeah, looks like they look like a heavier weapon there.
Looks like a sniper rifle. Yeah, and this guy's got a bazooka. That should be fun.
They probably don't need a spotter, do they? They've probably got some attachment to
them. They've got the electro dunkers, haven't they?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
We'll use Clone Wars on the table soon.
Yes,
You
have got a lot of paint loads
in there. Shit to do. But yeah, we've got
the troopers are.
I've got a bazooka.
Bazooka, yeah.
It's got a large backpack that guy, so I don't know if it's a flamer or something.
Or do grenades, or
But also the option to have them helmets off.
Nice, a different touch.
Yeah. It's only one mould for the face, isn't it? We've got on the Galactic Civil War front, we've got the brand new Operatives. We've got a new Luke and a new Vader.
Good.
Yeah. So it's.
Are we going to do it? Are we going to do Luke, Chewie, Han, and Leia on one board?
I mean, you could. I don't know how many points you'd have left over. Maybe that's a Grand Army deal, but. Yeah, it's the black suit Jedi Knight, green lightsaber.
It's him and his dad. Oh, spoilers.
Yes, I think we're fine. I like the sculpt for Luke. I'm kind of undecided on a sculpt for Vader. He looks a bit baseball.
Yep.
Yeah, it might work though. We'll see. But he's
no sort of like arm out.
Exactly. Yeah, unless he's supposed to be a more aggressive type Vader. But they're going to come with new command cards for Luke and Vader as well.
That'd be nice.
So you could run an entirely Luke or entirely Vader command card deck.
Wow, that's risky though.
Yes.
If they pop, what do you do? Just give.
You're standing orders.
You're not standing orders.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Scary.
Yeah.
No, good that we can actually utilise them with other commanders.
Is there anything big on the pile as well?
There's something quite.
Oh, look at that! We've got the Imperial Bunker modelled on the shield generator bunker from Return of the Jedi. This looks lovely. Looking at the photo on the back, there's a full interior as well and a 2-part.
Yeah, you can go inside and you
can go inside. 6 battle cards. That'll be a 2-part.
R2 can put his thing in there. 2 different types of doors. Yeah, good.
Yeah, I like this. This looks fun.
This has been available by like third-party people printing them,
hasn't
it? But this is a different world altogether. The quality of that looks really good.
Yeah. It's going to be big. Is there anything else on the Star Wars front to look at?
Yeah, there is.
Okay. We've got this massive railgun looking thing. We've got the Onager class Star Destroyer for Star Wars Armada. Which is the first time you've been excited about an
That
Armada
looks
release.
like a horrible weapon. If you get caught with the front blast on that thing, it looks like it's deadly.
You're finally coming around to Armada, aren't you?
I'm getting there.
Yeah. You're more excited
If
about
I had to
this than you were
choose,
about
I'd still play Legion.
That's a preference, it's fine, yeah. Yeah, it looks like just a railgun.
Yeah, I would imagine that it's like death in front, not a lot of side attack.
Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there?
Yeah, it's sort of like don't be in front of it, I would think, at the moment.
You'd expect it's got weaker guns to the rear.
I would imagine,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Unless there was a flight base and just dropped squadrons out of it, that could be fun.
Oh, yeah.
We saw that last time, just
right.
dropped a load of TIE fighters in the middle of the board, which
Excellent.
was very nice of him. So, I suppose we're going to have to slice this open.
It's going to take a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bear with us. Not literally. On to the Phase 1 Clone Troopers. They come with a normal Phase 1 Clone Trooper deployment card, same as you got in the core set and in the Phase 1 Clone Trooper expansion. Because there's 4 models here, you can just field them as a standard 4-man squad as well. So that's cool, you've got an extra squad.
So they are another squad, basically.
You could just give them normal DC-15 blaster rifles. And run them as a grunt squad. Or you can customise them and give them heavy weapons to augment your other squads.
Yeah, I'm sure they're low points again, aren't they? Because they all seem to be lower points.
52 points for a 4-man squad. So the upgrades, we've got Phase 1 Clone Captain, Phase 1 Clone Troopers only, and one Phase 1 Clone Captain mini. You gain a training upgrade icon. When you activate, you cannot remove suppression tokens or be suppressed during this activation. He becomes the unit's leader as well.
Cannot be suppressed.
Cannot remove suppressions or be suppressed. So you kind of stop.
So you can't clean down, but
So you have to tap to activate that.
Well, it could save a squad from
Get
breaking.
through a bit of heavy fire.
Yeah.
You can have a Phase 1 Clone Specialist. He is a Phase 1 Clone Troopers only. And one Phase 1 Clone Specialist mini. You gain the backpack upgrade icon. Tap and free action to gain 1 aim, dodge or surge token.
Okay, that's good. I do like the moulding, changing it from not just having a helmet. It's really cool.
We can give him a DP-23, which looks like a laser blaster. Range 1 to 2, or add 1 DP-23 Phase 1 Trooper mini. Range 1 to 2, 2 black, 1 white, PS1. You also have the Bazooka is an RPS-6 Phase 1 Trooper who's 26 points to put in your squad. Bear in mind the base squad is 52.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Range 2 to 4, red, black, white, cumbersome, impact 2.
Impact 2, that's useful.
Yep.
Yeah. Cumbersome, that's you got to
can't use and move during the same.
You got to break down basically.
Yeah.
The mouldings on the face is really nice.
As training, we've got offensive push, which is 4 points. Tap 2 while performing a move, gain tactical 1. After you perform a standard move, gain an aim token. A couple of seen before, we've got the smoke grenades, which is as an action smoke 1, place 1 smoke token within range 1 and line of sight of your unit leader. And electro binoculars, you gain spotter 1 as an action, choose 1 friendly unit at range 1, that unit gains an aim token.
Great, yeah. We guessed that maybe what that was, didn't we?
Yeah. So a decent amount of upgrades, some new weapons to play with and some special characters to throw in as well.
Very cool.
Yeah. Okay, so we're on to the B1 Battle Droids upgrade expansion. So again, you can fit, it's a squad of 6 in theory you can make in that only, it does come with 4 models, but it's a standard card, so,
Right, yeah.
So you should be able to augment your squad. It comes with another card. So
These are all on sprues, aren't they?
Yeah. It's exactly the same B1 Battle Droid card you got in your core sets and in any B1 Battle Droid expansions you got, including that awful coordinate ability.
I want to see that go off. I don't want to be on the receiving end, but.
So we've got a OOM series battle droid, B1 battle droids only.
I found a big gun.
Add 1 OOM series battle droid mini. When you use coordinate, that ability that lets you issue orders across the map, you can issue an order at range 1 to 2 instead of range 1. Effectively doubles the usefulness of
that command
coordinate ability, and he also becomes the unit leader. You also come with a B1 security droid. Add one B1 security droid mini. When you activate, lose A1 attack, AI attack until the end of its activation. So normally battle droids have AI attack. Unless you have a face-up order token, your first action must be an attack if you're able to.
Yes. Yeah.
If you tap this B1 security droid, he overrides that and you don't have to do it for that turn.
Yeah, because you could play that to your advantage, I think. Yeah. The fact they've got to shoot first, right?
And they've got a sniper rifle, which is the E5S B1 Trooper.
Yeah, I think I found it earlier.
Range 1 to 4, red-white. B1 battle droids only. Add one E5S B1 Trooper mini. Critical 1.
Okay.
So it's an anti-tank rifle, really.
Yeah, has it got impact?
Crit 1. No, crit. It's versatile. Crit 1. While converting offensive surges, change up to 1 surge to a crit.
So with something will get through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Radiation cannon B1 Trooper. Range 1 to 2, 2 red. B1 battle droids only. Add one radiation cannon B1 Trooper mini. Poison 1. A trooper wounded by an attack that includes his weapon gains a poison token. And a poison token is like a delayed effect. You take a poison token, then when you activate, you lose a wound for each poison token you've acquired, and then you wipe your poison tokens.
Okay, so it's
like a delayed
effect. Later.
Integrated comms antennae, droid troopers only. During the command phase, you can be issued orders by friendly commanders or operative units at range 1 to 4.
Cool.
A couple of old friends here as well. We've got the comms relay. When
it's expensive, that cannon, isn't it?
Yeah. When you be issued an order, you may choose a friendly unit of range 1 to 2, issue an order to the chosen unit instead. And of course, Electra binoculars, you gain spotter 1, and B1 battle droids can ignore the card's requirement to take this, so it doesn't take up a slot for battle droids.
Oh, cool. Well, there's some interesting. That heavy weapon does look quite expensive, 22 points.
Some new toys to play with is what it is. Okay, onto the Luke Skywalker Operative expansion, which is Luke Skywalker Jedi Knight 1 Operative for 200 points.
Wow, okay.
Yes, how much is Vader? 200 as a commander.
Yes, so he's...
Okay, he can take 3 force powers and 1 training. He is 7 hit points, courage value of 4, defense is red, surge to blank. His weapon is Luke's lightsaber, which is 7 black, surge to crit, impact 2, pierce 2. Yep.
Blimey. He hasn't got his blaster this time.
No, just a lightsaber.
He's just got he is a Jedi.
His skills are, as an action, he can do jump 1, so that's just ignore terrain up to 6 inches high.
Yeah.
Charge. After you perform a move action, you may perform a free melee attack action. Deflect, which is normally you had to spend a dodge token to gain surge to deflect, didn't you?
That's right. Yeah.
Now he's always got it. So all defensive surges deflect.
Wow. Okay.
Disengage. You can perform moves while engaged with 1 unit. Immune to Pierce. Pierce cannot be used against you, and Master of the Force 1.
A few more Vader powers here. Yeah.
At the end of your activation, you may ready 1 of your Force upgrade cards. Speed 2.
Sounds good.
Okay,
sounds very, very good.
There's Hope, Tenacity, and Duck and Cover as upgrades, all of which we've seen before, and there's also Force Guidance, which is 10 points. Tap, free action. Choose up to 2 friendly units at range 1 or 2. Each chosen unit gains a surge token.
This is really good, this model.
Yeah. What's Vader going to be like, do you think?
Well, probably horrible.
And also, because he's an operative, he comes with 3 new command cards as well.
Nice.
Now, because they state Luke Skywalker, you will be able to use these whether you're using Luke as an operative or as the commander.
Yes, okay.
Okay, his 3-pip card is I am a Jedi. Issue orders to Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker gains surge to block and cannot perform attacks. When he is issued an order, he may choose up to 2 enemy trooper units at range 1. Those units cannot perform attacks.
Brilliant, okay.
His 2-pip card is full of surprises. Issue orders to Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker gains 1 dodge token. While defending, he rolls a number of additional white dice equal to his courage value minus the number of suppression tokens he has. It's going to be impossible to hit.
He's much more powerful, isn't he?
And here's, I should see artwork on there. Definitely Return of the Jedi themed.
Yes, I think black suit would be in order.
And his 1 pip card is you serve your master well. Issue orders to Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker gains free action. Choose a friendly non-commander, non-operative trooper unit at range 1 or a suppressed enemy non-commander, non-operative trooper unit at range 1. Perform 1 free move or attack action with that unit. If it is an enemy unit, it can attack and start a melee with other enemy units. Mind control.
Okay, this is a new factor.
Jedi mind trick.
Yeah. You serve your master well. That's quite interesting.
So
it's close range, but...
It's a non-commander, non-operative. Obviously, you're not going to be able to Jedi mind trick General Viers or Bosk.
Yeah.
But you could an ATST.
And a 1 spot as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're getting initiative with that.
That's interesting. As I say, it's close range attack. But
I like him.
Yeah, that looks really good. I didn't expect him to be as powerful.
Darth Vader operative expansion. Darth Vader, the Emperor's Apprentice. 1 operative for 170 points. He has 6 hit points. Courage value of 3. His block is red, surge to blank. He can take 2 force upgrades and 1 training, so considerably weaker than the commander.
Yeah, and less points than that new operative Luke.
Yeah. Which is good. We don't want everyone to just be a mirror. We don't want the armies just being a mirror.
No, that's right. But this is a fantastic model.
Yeah. He's got 2 weapons. He's got Vader's lightsaber, which is 5 red, impact 3, pierce 3, surge to blank. And he also has Force Throw, which is range 1 to 2, 2 black, blast, which is ignores, cover and scatter. After you perform an attack against a small base trooper unit, you may place each defending non-leader unit's diminutive defender in cohesion. So you can reposition the squad after you've hit them with a force blast.
So you could bring them close, basically in hand-to-hand combat you could bring them.
Yeah, or further away from an objective. Yeah. Okay, his abilities are Deflect, which we've seen before. Immune to Pierce, which is pretty standard for lightsabers.
And all that, yeah.
Jedi Hunter. While attacking a unit that has a force power upgrade icon, you gain Surge to Crit. We saw that with General Grievous. Master of the Force 1. At the end of your activation, you may ready one of your force power upgrade cards.
So similar to Luke.
Relentless, which I think is after you move, you can do an attack.
Yeah.
And Spur. While performing a move, you may gain 1 suppression token to increase your maximum speed by 1.
They're different powers, aren't they?
All the upgrades are one we've seen before. Fear, which is you gain Demoralise 1 after a rally step. An enemy unit at range 1 or 2 gains a suppression token. Force Guidance, Endurance and Tenacity, all of which are old favourites. But he does, come with 3 upgrade cards, which again, like the Luke upgrade.
So that's Force Throw he's got.
Yeah. As again, like the Luke upgrades, you can just use just see the artwork for one of these, it's amazing. So his 3-pip one with the amazing artwork is Darkness Descends. Issue an order to Darth Vader. When Darth Vader is issued an order, he gains 2 surge tokens. This card may be revealed at the start of a deploy unit step. If it is, it must be selected during round 1. Darth Vader gains Infiltrate and Scout 1, and he must be deployed at the end of setup.
Cool. Yes.
You like to see the artwork of what that ability is. That's what it's supposed to be.
Oh, nice.
So you can have him drop down in his TIE fighter. So Infiltrate obviously lets you deploy anywhere beyond range 3.
You're standing on top of a TIE fighter.
But here's the thing. Infiltrate is you must deploy anywhere beyond range 3 of all enemy units. And then he can do a speed 1 move after that as well. And obviously, he can also take point of suppression to move speed 2. And in a skirmish game, he's killing everyone.
Yeah, he's just there, isn't he?
This is like Shock Troop Vader rather than Commander Vader.
We've got to get this on the table. Haven't we? That's amazing.
Yeah, but you see what I mean? It's built very differently. He's not about issuing orders. This is about Darth Vader as a frontline troop.
Yes, yeah.
His 2-pip card is Fear and Dead Men. Issue an order to Darth Vader. While Darth Vader uses Deflect, the attacker suffers 1 wound for each blank result instead of each surge result. When an enemy unit at range 1 or 2 and in line of sight of Darth Vader activates, Darth Vader gains a dodge token. And His one pip is Vader's Might. Issue an order to Darth Vader. Darth Vader gains free action. Choose another non-heavy unit at range 1 and place that unit on the battlefield within range 1 and height 1 of its current position. Then, if it is an enemy unit, roll 1 white defense die for each mini in the unit. That unit suffers 1 wound for each block and surge result.
What?
Picks them up and drops them.
What the? And you're going to get the initiative on that as well, aren't you?
Oh yes.
Vader's Might. That's very cool. And we can use that with the stock Vader anyway, the original that comes with the box.
Oh my yes.
Brilliant.
Okay, so we have the Imperial Bunker.
It's huge.
It's quite large.
It's bigger than I envisaged, I must admit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's bigger than we were expecting.
Yes, it's a nice feel to it, nice finish on it as well. I know basically it's a box, but it's still, you got no lines like you'd if it had been 3D printed or things like that.
Yeah,
So it's a nice thing.
One.
And it does feel nice bit of finish to it.
And of course, it's got an interior as well.
Fighting inside a building, we've not really used that before.
There are a few games that have. They tend to be more specialised,
Yeah.
house clearing games, but this should be
I
fun.
mean, there's no reason why Legion can't lend itself to that, but you think
absolutely.
Imperial Assault with it, I suppose.
Yeah, I've seen people do like the Tanty
Yeah.
and stuff. We can fight in bunkers. That's fine.
And you've got, looks like you've got consoles and computer panels and that sort of thing to go in.
Yeah, loads of gubbins to go in. There is a 2-part act consisting of
I'm not saying the door does go there, but that's the door.
consisting of rescue mission and then disable the bunker, in which one team has captives and the other team is trying to rescue them, followed by the second act in which the team that was doing the rescuing attempts to blow up the bunker.
Cool. Do you get the Ewoks with it?
And we've got some Ewoks we can throw into the mix. Yeah.
We like the ebook team.
Yeah. It's quite large.
It feels like it's well thought out and nicely designed.
Yeah.
There are some modular aspects to it, because obviously you could remove the back doors by the looks of it.
You can build your own corridors.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's maybe the thought they're having with it.
Back on Space Hulk, it'd be fun. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to grab some of the interior bits for a close.
Little bits.
There's lots of computer panels and stuff for a little bit of extra chrome and to be a pain in the ass to paint, let's be honest.
This is heavily zoomed in, by the way.
Yeah, I really quite like this. As you say, it's got a chunky feel to it as well.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Yeah.
It's
You don't feel like you're going to break it.
no, it's, you often do 3D printed stuff. Yeah, that interior is really nice.
So we've got like would have been consoles and that sort of thing. So I presume you've got more panels and screens to go on here. That's good. And what are the scenarios?
First one is rescue mission. Each trooper unit controlled by the blue player gains capture. If you and another friendly trooper unit are engaged with an enemy trooper or spec forces unit, set aside that unit and its order token. Each trooper unit controlled by the red player gains spend an action to rescue. If you're unengaged and your unit leader is in base contact with the bunker, choose a set aside unit in place and place it on the battlefield with its unit leader in base contact with the bunker, and then place its order token face down next to it. At the end of a game, if there are at least 2 set-aside victory units, the blue player gains 2 victory tokens. If there are no set-aside units, the red player gains 2 victory tokens. If there is exactly 1, each one gains 1 victory token.
Right.
And disable the bunker. Each player starts the game with any victory tokens they gained in Act 1. Then the blue player gains 3 additional victory tokens. After a deploy unit step, the red player chooses 4 friendly trooper unit leaders and places a claimed objective token in base contact with each chosen unit leader. Each trooper unit controlled by the red player gains spend an action, arm 1 objective token. Place one of your claimed objective tokens within range 1 and in line of sight of your unit leader and turn it face down to its unclaimed side. During its activation, each trooper unit controlled by the red player gains detonate 1 objective token, detonate 1 unclaimed objective token. The red player gains 1 victory token takes 1 victory token from the blue player for each objective token that was detonated inside the bunker terrain piece.
Cool.
Yeah, so rescue and then blow.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Could be a fun convention 2-parter. Okay, so we've got the Onager class Star Destroyer for Armada. Look, it's got little shield generators. So there's quite a lot of new rules included in this one, because the Onager, as we discovered, the Onager was considered a super weapon more than it was.
Yeah, it does look like Death Star technology or something,
it's
doesn't
kind
it?
of crystal-powered orbital bombardment cannons that can destroy a mountain. Yeah, it's a depowered Death Star more than it's a capital ship. The Onager class Star Destroyer introduces new rules and icons, large size class. The Onager Star Destroyer identifies by a large base, which is the same as Imperial Star Destroyer.
Yes, it's a big base, isn't it?
We've got a new type of defence marker as well, which is this little
Oh yeah.
defender looking thing. A ship can spend this defence token to perform a salvo attack after the resolve damage step of its attack. If the attacker was a ship, the defender performs a salvo attack against the striking hull zone using the defender's printed rear battery armament. If the attacker was a squadron, the defender performs a salvo against the attacker using its printed anti-squadron armament. The effect of the defence token cannot be resolved during a counter, salvo or ignition attack. During a salvo attack, the attack range and line of sight are treated as the same as those of the original attack and firing arcs are ignored. Dice cannot be added to a salvo attack. During a salvo attack, only the standard crit effect can be resolved. If a ship that's spent the salvo defence token is destroyed before performing a salvo attack, it performs the salvo attack before it is removed.
So he still gets a shot off.
Yeah. So it's basically the capital ship version of counter-attack.
Yes, yeah.
Because we see it quite often, the squadrons have got counter-attacks.
Yes, yeah.
And we've now, one of these ships has one of those. So that's something to look forward to. Fortunately, that's pretty unique to the Onager so far.
It is an Onager card, yeah.
Yeah. Raid tokens. Some upgrade cards in this expansion refer to raid tokens. While a ship has a raid token, it cannot resolve the command matching that raid token. When a ship with a raid token reveals a command dial, it may discard that dial to discard all of its raid tokens, or it may discard a command token to discard a matching raid token. A ship cannot have more than one raid token type, so you can you can raid their concentrate fire, and they're unable to use concentrate fire until they've depowered it. Yaw at speed 0. Some effect allow a ship to resolve clicks of yaw while executing a 0 speed manoeuvre using the following rules. During the ship's determined course step, that ship's owner declares the number of times and direction in which the last join of the manoeuvre tool will be clicked. During the move ship step, the manoeuvre tool is straightened and the guides of the last segment are inserted into the notches on the side of a front ship's base that matches the declared direction. Then the ship is slid away from those guides, the last join of the manoeuvre tool is clicked into a declared number of times and the ship is placed back there. If a ship's final position would overlap another ship, it cannot finish its manoeuvre normally and instead returns to its original position at speed 0 with no clicks of yaw. Both ships are dealt damage cards for overlapping as
usual.
Normal.
Yeah.
Okay, that's unusual because normally at speed 0 you can put brakes on and be at speed 0 in the game of Armada.
Yeah, but this can manoeuvre.
Yeah,
so,
but at speed 0, obviously you don't move, but the downside of it is if you're travelling at speed 0 you can't use any defence tokens.
That's right, yeah.
I'm trying to get a shot of that battery armament in there. So we have a new, or all of the basic. So we have a new type of firing arc, which is special battery armament, special firing arc. Some ships have a special battery armament indicated by dice icons in an additional shaded armament box not associated with a shield value, and one or more special firing arcs indicated by dashed lines and shaded areas on their ship tokens. A ship's special battery armament and special firing arcs are used only when performing ignition attacks. A ship with a special battery armament has the ignition close keyword. A ship's special battery armament is associated with each of its special firing arcs. Each special firing arc is associated with the hull zone it is located in.
That frontal gun.
So,
massive.
ignition range keyword. At the end of a ship's activation, if it has the ignition range keyword, that ship may place the targeting token, matching its ID token, which is these blue icons here.
Yep, okay.
In a ship's activation, if it has ignition keyword, a ship may place the targeting token matching its ID token with its special firing arc within the range specified by the ignition keyword. If a ship has multiple ignition range keywords, such as those granted by upgrade cards, its targeting token can be placed within any of the specified ranges. At the beginning of a ship's attack step, if its targeting token is in play, the ship must perform an ignition attack against a ship in the special firing arc that its targeting token is within as its first attack during this activation, if able. At the end of a ship's attack step, or after it performs an ignition attack, remove the targeting token. While performing an ignition attack, firing arc, range and line of sight are measured from the attacker's ship token as normal, with the following exceptions. Ignition attacks can be declared against ships beyond the length of the range ruler, which is considered extreme range.
Oh.
Firing arc is measured using the attacker's special firing arc that the targeting token is within, instead of using that hull zone standard firing arc. Attack dice are gathered from the attacker's special battery armament based on the range measured from the attacker's targeting token to any part of the defender's ship token, even another hull zone instead of the attack range. Some critical effects contain the ignition keyword as part of their header. These critical effects can only be resolved during the ignition phase. Extreme range is any range greater than the length of range ruler. I quite like it though. As I've said before, this Armada is a gamer's game. And it's nice to have some new mechanics being introduced at last.
Yeah, and this is, as you say, this is like a Death Star technology.
It's like an AMRAM the way it's being used.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's a new type of upgrade icon which looks like a Death Star, which is a super weapon upgrade. Yeah, so at the end of your turn, you can put the targeting token down. Then on your next turn, you can draw range from that targeting token.
Amazing. Yeah. That's interesting, actually.
Yeah. Should we look at what the upgrade card? We've got. So you've got a choice of two loadouts. You've got the testbed and the Onager Star Destroyer. Mm-hmm. So you've got obviously the prototype and then the fully active one. Yeah. So you can alter your wattage slightly different dice normally. One's got better squadron. No, they're not. They're but such as Armada, sometimes you want to save a few points here and there.
I'll make a test bed.
Okay, so we have a new admiral in General Ramodi. This is anyone in your fleet can use this ability. While a friendly ship is attacking a ship, if the attack is obstructed by a ship or obstacle, the attacker does not remove a die, even if the attack is also obstructed by a card effect, and may add one red die to the attack pool. So you can draw a line of sight through terrain and get extra dice for doing so.
Okay.
Commander Beck. During your activation, you may resolve a command as if you had spent a command token. If you do, gain one raise token of the matching type. You may resolve this effect twice per activation. So obviously you could use a concentrate fire that you haven't previously banked, but then it locks it out with a raid token.
Yes.
So bit of energy flow there. Reaver Demens. After you are declared as the target of an attack, if the defending hull zone has at least one shield remaining, you may exhaust this card to ready one defense token. Okay, so that's shield generation.
Yeah, that's good.
We have a new character in Gunnery Chief Varnillion. After you deploy, place one red die set to a blank face on this card. If you're the second player, set it to any face of your choice instead. While attacking a ship, you may spend one die from the attack pool to exchange it with the die on this card. Both dice remain set to their current faces. Okay. We have a new gunnery upgrade, which is local fire control. After you deploy, you must replace one of your defense tokens with a salvo defense token. So now, anyone can take a salvo.
Yes, that's
not just
this vehicle.
That's not even Empire locked.
Oh really? Okay.
Flag bridge, medium or large ships only, flagship only modification. You gain. Oh, I've got to make all these. I think it's comms. Yeah, you gain one comms icon in your upgrade bar. You cannot spend a command token to resolve a comm cards effect. Heavy fire zone. While attacking a squadron, before you gather dice, if a defender is not engaged with a friendly squadron, you may replace all of the blue dice in your anti-squadron armament with red dice.
Oh.
All fighters follow me. At the start of a ship phase, you may discard this card or spend a squadron token. If you do, until the end of the round, the speed of each squadron that a friendly ship activates is increased by 1 to a maximum of 5 until the end of that squadron's activation. New super weapon. Orbital bombardment particle cannons modification. Onager class Star Destroyer only. Ignition long. Ignition red crit. Each other ship at distance 1 of the defender suffers 2 damage, and each squadron at distance 1 of the defender suffers 1 damage. Fuck.
Cool. That's cool.
super heavy composite beam turbo lasers, super weapon modification, Onager Star Destroyer only. Ignition medium, ignition red crit, the defender suffers 1 damage. This occurs once for each red or blue crit icon in the pool. And we've got 3 titles if you want to make your ships special characters.
Right, yeah.
So the Cataclysm, these are all Onager only. After the start of a ship phase, you may spend 1 concentrate fire token to place your targeting token within your special firing arc within the range specified by one of your ignition keywords. So you can do that at the start of a turn rather than at the end of it. You put your ignition token down before
Oh,
at the start of your turn. Normally it goes down at the end of your turn.
That's right, yeah.
But as you start it and then fire it at the same turn.
Oh, so yeah. Okay, is that a one-shot deal, that one?
No. Rake Hell. Spend a navigate token or order. While executing a 0 speed manoeuvre, you can resolve clicks of your speed 0 joint and treat as having a yaw value of 1 for that manoeuvre, so you can turn on the spot ever so slightly. The final title is Sunder. Spend a blue or black crit. You may discard this card to choose and discard 1 ion, shield, missile, super weapon or defensive turret upgrade card equipped to a defender.
So these are actual individual ships that are in the stories, aren't they?
Yeah. Permanently destroy a defending upgrade.
Non-recovery, okay.
No, they just destroyed it. It's a 1 shot per game. You need a blue or black crit to do it, but that's a hell of a thing to knock out.
Yeah, that was a resource
turrets.
that they paid for.
Yes, the ion weapons.
Yeah. Sunder.
You want to try this out, don't you?
Yeah, well, I always did. I just like to look at the model actually. So the Cataclysm, the Rake Hell, and the Sunder, they were named ships in the stories. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Okay, so that's the upgrade packs, the operative packs, the Imperial Bunker and the Onager class Star Destroyer. What a lot of stuff.
It's hard to pick a favourite, isn't it?
Yeah. Armada goes a month so Legion goes like a month without releasing stuff, and then it's almost like they're constipated, and it just all comes out.
Yeah.
And there's more on the way, and on February 11th for announcing the next load of releases as well. So it's just around the corner.
Yeah,
That's tomorrow, isn't it?
Good grief.
So it might actually be tonight, American time. We're getting it.
Yeah.
Okay, so enjoy our reaction to that in a few weeks.
Yes,
that's how editing time works.
Yeah.
So, any particular favourite sleep out you can
You see, I'll always go towards Galactic Empire to Civil from Civil personally because I came in at the Galactic Empire.
The original trilogy is my personal favourite.
Yeah,
I do.
So there's nothing really wrong with the
Clone Wars
stuff, and they do complement, and it's nice that you can feel them as a force or just bang a few troopers in. So that's a good idea.
Yeah, I said there is a Stormtrooper and Rebel Trooper version of this out as well. Which we'll pin down and get on the show as soon as we can.
The Luke was the most surprising one for me because I imagined, without reading up about it, that it was going to be a lower wattage Luke. Like 100 points, maybe tops.
Yeah.
Just to get him on the board, and he'll have some force powers, but he's a demon.
He's nails.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
His equal point is to the Corset Vader.
Interesting. Yes. Yeah.
And I liked his command cards were all kind of peaceful ones as well.
Yeah, he is the. He is the Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, well, that's
Luke, yes.
That's Luke at his most powerful.
Yes. Yeah.
When he's Luke is at his most powerful when he is the least aggressive, and he's at his weakest when he is aggressive. You see, Luke is most powerful is when he throws the lightsaber away in front of Palpatine, and when he fights Kylo Ren as a Force ghost.
Yes.
So that's Luke at his absolute power, and at his absolute weakest, strangely, is when he physically batters Vader down, which I think is one of the most understated parts of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Because it's like, he knocks Vader's down and chops. I always go off on this because it's genuinely one of my favourite parts of the original trilogy. Is he takes Vader's hand off, but it's not he outfights Vader. It's not he's a better swordsman than Vader.
No,
he physically overpowers Vader, which is a hell of a thing. no one else can physically overpower Vader.
More machine than man.
Yeah, but you're getting a look of what the dark side power could give Luke,
Yes.
and he turns away from it. That's one of the most beautiful moments
Yes.
of the trilogy.
Yeah, that is definitely the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And that's wonderful returns of a Jedi. But anyway, back in the Clone Wars.
I don't want to take anything back from that Vader model.
No, he's lovely as well.
Yeah.
They've built here. This one is almost like the Luke we got in the core set was A New Hope through to Empire Luke, and this is this is the fan service Luke. This is the people who love Jedi and want to see.
Yeah, the one in the core set is Farmer Luke.
Yeah, and this is Jedi Luke, and it's and it works with him as an operative rather than commander because he doesn't really want to be a general. He's not a fighter pilot anymore.
No.
By that time, he's doing his Jedi things. And realistically, if you're using this era Luke, he's off doing Jedi missions while another commander is taking part of it, and that could be Gideon Argus or Leia or whoever.
Yes.
So it's fitting.
No,
more powerful one.
And it's nice to give both the models new poses.
Yeah, it's a lovely bit of chrome that the more powerful Luke is the one who's walking his own path.
Yeah.
Whereas the Vader is Palpatine's fist. This is Vader as a shock trooper. This is Vader as we see him in Rogue One, as we see him in Rebels, like that card where he can deploy from the TIE Advance.
Yes, yeah.
And yeah, we're going to need to get a TIE Advance now. We've got an interceptor, we'll make
We've got an interceptor, it might just be an interceptor.
Yeah, but that idea that he can drop down on the back of a TIE fighter is lovely. This is this is Vader from the comics, this is shock trooper, this is Rogue One Vader. This is Fear and Death Vader. And so much
I've got a feeling we're going to pull the cards from these boxes before we've got these painted.
That's absolutely fine, but you can.
Yeah. That's the nice,
you can, if you want to, you can just play with models. Swap models. There's I mean, I can't speak for official tournament rulings or anything like that, but I personally have no issue with someone swapping a model. There's not in it. It doesn't have a strict cylinder kind of. With Legion, it is what you see is what you get. So if you can see a bit of Vader's cape, you can shoot Vader.
No, it's true. I mean, you could use the cards and use a Pikachu model.
Yeah, if anyone.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, no. If anyone complains about that kind of stuff, they might be watching the wrong show, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I've got a Pikachu model.
Yes. Might happen yet. So, no, I think, for me, the Operatives are a standout because it's not just because the models are great, which they are, it's not just because the mechanics are great, which they are, but as a Star Wars fan, I see the reasoning behind these builds. I see that they've gone, well, that was a Commander Vader issuing orders to stormtroopers. What about when Vader's doing his own mission and ignoring what the Empire wants him to do?
It is great.
It's almost like Palpatine sent him off with an Imperial officer to do a small mission, and Vader's got distracted and gone off and done his own thing. And this is similar, but in a more peaceful way because he's Luke. And so as a Star Wars fan, I really appreciate what they've done with these builds.
No, they are nice.
Some people think I read too much into Star Wars, but I don't need that kind of negativity in my life, to be honest with you. So the big boy here, we've got the command bunker. I thought the model was lovely and it was hench as fuck.
It's much bigger than I imagined.
Yeah.
This is quite a high price point item, which needs to be said. If you just want a bunker, you can knock one out of cardboard, but this is a different thing altogether. It is a high quality. I think it was about £70 we found this retail. So you might be a little bit cheaper.
Which is a big art. We don't like making a point of a price per show unless something is exceptionally cheap or exceptionally expensive. That's kind of a cusp of very expensive.
No, I think so.
It's a big bit of kit. You do get a 2-part campaign of it, and if you want one which genuinely looks like the one from Return of the Jedi,
it's got an interior, and then they've kitted out the interior.
The interior is beautiful. So the 2-part campain looks fun. It looks different from the other ones we've done.
It is great.
It is a fantastic kit, but maybe this is something you should go halves on one of your friends with.
I think so. I think so.
Or if you're part of the club, then all chip in.
It's not a problem.
Maybe go halves with.
It does look like a useful bit of kit though.
Yes, and it's not like you're only ever going to use it for the campaign.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the campaigns get bigger.
Yeah. I don't think, it's one of those things I don't think you need 2 of either.
Oh, no.
One and do,
I'd like to see the campaigns get bigger because the Down Day TST, the Escape Pod, which we've yet to see on the show, and the Command Bunker have all been 2-part campaigns. And I still kind of look at the Armada campaign box sets and go, you can do more than this. Or just something like the Deep Jungle campaign we did, which was I think it was a 3-parter.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, it was great. just give us a book of campaigns, anything, you know, and people will make their own if not. Maybe we should.
We are able to.
We are able to. We did once do a cross Legion Armada game. Do you remember?
Yes.
It was chaos.
Yeah.
And everyone was in that, including.
I didn't know what was happening.
No, he didn't. All he knew is he needed to sit down.
Yes.
Speaking of Armada, we have also got the Onager class Star Destroyer, which, and I appreciate it's a hell of a statement, might be one of the heaviest hitting ships we've seen in Armada. And bearing in mind the last release, I think this might be one of the heaviest hitting ships we've seen.
That's got to make a wreck of a ship, isn't it? Yeah, 'cause, and
Yeah.
being able to acquire targets from further out.
It's about, in like an advanced targeting. It's like, as we said in the box, it's like an AMRAAM. You can draw a line of sight. And it's only a few points to add that ability on to get that ignition. Now, obviously, it requires a little forward planning because you're putting down that target marker at the end of your turn and having to wait until the next turn to be able to fire from it. And in Armada, things move a lot.
It's not always going to work.
No, it's always going to, you just cancel the attack, but it's that makes you realise how powerful the upgrades that let you put it down at the start of the turn was. You could put it down and pick that ship first to activate.
Yes, and then you get shot off.
Yeah, it's an absolute sledgehammer, this thing.
Yes, yeah. Correspondingly, it does seem weaker around the sides.
Yeah, I mean,
there is a blind spot on the gun.
It is an investment because it's a 110 points without any upgrades, and Armada's a 400 point build.
That's a big old chunk of it.
Big chunk of your board. I really like you start getting into Armada. This is first, even after the SSD. This is the first time you get actually excited about.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome. Yeah, it does look awesome. And obviously, fielding something like that in a normal naval situation, the big gun would be protected by fleet ships as well. So you're going to have to detune your fleet ships that are going with it.
Or maybe just chuck a couple of raiders as escort.
Yeah, you would have to have something.
Stick a Gazanti assault carrier and load it up with TIE fighters. Give it hangar base.
Yes.
Just far flow tie into. See, now you're thinking with Armada.
Yes, that's right. It would need some protection though.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to run through these, I think.
So much.
I know, not since like episode 2 where we just unlocked everything. We've got B1 battle droids and phase 1 clone troopers. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I liked them.
Thumb up from me.
Definitely.
And if anything, also I think the sculpts, especially the facial sculpts of the Jango Fett clones, were superb.
Yes,
there's definitely a thumb up here. Maybe because we are more Galactic Civil War. With the Stormtroopers and Rebel Troopers might get a double thumb, but that remains to be seen because some bastards bought them all already. And on the operative front, we have the Darth Vader Skywalker, which is a double thumb up from me.
They are
both of them because, as I said, we are.
I think they're a must-have. I think you've got to have them.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We are theme-driven gamers on this. We don't do stuff like the CIS versus the Empire. We're even time locked. We make sure what's on there. We don't detect terms overlapping. So we're definitely, and if you are a theme-driven gamer, and to be honest, even if you're a little bit of a power gamer, these are essential.
I think so.
I think
you can't not carry your
There's
game
not many
them.
Legion purchases I'll put out as essential. Absolutely, these ones.
Yeah, definitely.
Last essential to Japan's chest, probably Death Troopers.
Yes, they're amazing too.
Or Chewie.
Chewie was amazing too, wasn't he?
The Command Bunker. Thumbs up, thumbs down?
You can live your life without it.
Yeah, I'm going thumb up for that reason. It's nice to have. If you want it, it is worth it.
It is a lot of kit, actually.
Yeah. If you want it, it's worth it. But it won't be for everyone. Certainly not Clone Wars gamers. Well, actually, there's nothing saying you couldn't. It's just a bunker.
Well, why wouldn't there be a bunker?
Yeah, the mission isn't. Fuck it. Go on. Everyone, even Crisis Protocol gamers, you get one as well. And the Onager class Star Destroyer, thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh, definitely.
Double thumbs up.
Need to have a go at this.
Not only because it's a lovely model, which it is, including shield generators, and
we've got them in there, haven't we?
not only, but also because this is the first release in possibly outside one of the campaign bots, which has evolved the mechanics of Armada. It's introduced Speed Zero yours. It's introduced that targeting system. It's the first release in Armada has never had many releases. Realistically, we must be coming up a year since the ISD.
Oh, I think so.
Super Star Destroyer, sorry. this is the first Armada release in a couple of years. I think it's always been a slow system, and that's fine. That's the way it is.
But they've got a lot of ships out.
Yes,
so
I've never been hurting for more releases from Armada. But the fact that they have evolved the game with this expansion,
it's not just another destroyer. It's something different.
There's so many of them. Are, here's another ship with some more guns on. You can do that if you want, but I've never seen a single ship add so much to the game in general.
No, it's good.
Especially as some of those upgrades weren't even faction locked.
There's a lot of cards in there.
Yes, there's a huge amount of upgrade cards. Yeah. Okay. Well, a generally very, very happy unboxing session.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah. Even the bits we weren't fussed for, we liked.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay, guys, thanks very much for watching. This has been Fire When Ready, Adventures in Star Wars Tabletop Gaming, produced for emotionally14.com. What's Emotionally 14? It's a website containing fantasy, sci-fi, horror, superheroes, Star Wars, tabletop gaming, and all the other sorts of things you love can be found at emotionally14.com, and you can follow them on all social media channels at emotionally14. If you want to keep up with Fire When Ready, the best thing you can do is subscribe to Emotionally 14's YouTube channel, which is in all probability where you're watching this right now. So you just need to click the little subscribe button, and you'll get all of our episodes, and indeed everything that Emotionally 14 uploads. You'll get a little notification saying, hey, we've got new stuff for you to look at. If you want to follow the show for some behind the scenes and arty photos taken by Ian, you can find us on Instagram at FireWhenReadyUK, and actually it's the same address on Facebook as well, so that's at FireWhenReadyUK to stalk us. If you want to follow me personally, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at RealBradHB. Where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram on Great Old One.
And of course at FireWhenReadyUK.
And there's a Bring on the Bad Guys.
Oh, Bring on the Bad Guys is our superhero gaming show, but once you start subscribing to 2014, you'll get into that as well. And before you know it, it's Batman versus Darth Vader. Okay, guys, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you again very soon. Bye.
Bye.